Our top story is that Ukraine's President Zelensky has described President Putin as manipulative and called for further sanctions against Moscow after the Russian leader gave his first public response to a proposed 30-day ceasefire. Mr. Putin said that he supported the plan put forward by the US, but said crucial details still had to be resolved. President Trump described Mr. Putin's comments as promising but not complete. The US envoy Steve Witkoff has been in Moscow, where he's expected to meet the Russian president. Our North America correspondent David Willis has this report.
Amidst this US motorcade en route to the Kremlin, Donald Trump's chief negotiator Steve Witkoff in Moscow to put his boss's ceasefire deal to Vladimir Putin, but made to wait whilst the Russian leader greeted his Belarusian ally Alexander Lukashenko. And when President Putin addressed the issue after a closed-doors meeting with the special envoy, his agreement in principle came with strings attached.
We agree with the proposals to cease hostilities, but we proceed from the fact that this cessation should be such that it would lead to long-term peace and eliminate the essential causes of this crisis.
A quick end to the fighting. A sense of caution not lost on Donald Trump, who called the Russian leader's response promising but not complete.
A lot of the details of a final agreement have actually been discussed. Now we're going to see whether or not Russia's there, and if they're not, it'll be a very disappointing moment for the world.
An immediate interim ceasefire agreed upon by US and Ukrainian negotiators in Saudi Arabia earlier this week now seems somewhat optimistic. And in his nightly video address, Ukraine's president accused the Russians of playing for time.
We now have all heard from Russia Putin's very predictable, very manipulative words in response to the idea of a ceasefire. He is actually preparing a refusal as of now. Putin, of course, is afraid to say directly to President Trump that he wants to continue this war. He wants to kill Ukrainians.
All this comes as Russia is smelling victory in the Kursk region after finally repelling Ukrainian forces some 7 months after their incursion, seizing with it what Ukraine had hoped would be a vital bargaining chip in any future peace negotiations. David Willis, BBC News.